Alright, YouTube. This is the barn where all the magic happens in here. This is where the other half of the hobbies come from. All the fun car stuff. Some of the content I was talking about making for the summer. It's gonna include this car here, which is a 1998 Honda Civic. We got a K24 swapped in there with quite a bit of work done to it. We've changed almost everything on this car. And this is partner in crime over here, Steven. He's the mastermind behind all this. He's got crazy skills with all kinds of stuff. Computers, welding, you name it. Steven can pretty much do anything. He's a freaking wizard. Smart as hell.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, he does a little bit of everything. Computers, cars, bikes, freaking everything. He's smart as hell. So yeah, this is where all the car stuff happens in this barn here. It's about 35 minutes from where I live, so I try to come out here on the weekends when obviously I only work full-time jobs 40 hours. So when I'm not working, I'm either flying, doing something with aviation, paramotors, or working on car stuff. So this is the, yeah, like I said, K24, big, freaking huge turbo on it. This thing's gonna be wild once we get it going. We're working on the wiring right now. Got the wires, we're basically mocking it up, got the wires going to the injectors here. This is the name of the car, Black Sheep. Yep. And we got wiring going to all the coils here. Basically just kind of fitting everything in and make sure everything fits okay. But yeah, all this stuff is basically custom. None of this is how this car comes. We replaced all the, they've been sitting for a while outside, but this is all brand new parts. Got new discs, new brakes, new axles, ATI damper, got new coilover suspension. Pretty much you can almost name it, pretty much everything's new on this car. Got an upgraded shifter, nice notchy shifter. It's gonna be pretty mean. It's a 5-speed manual. Yeah, we're basically modifying everything on the interior as well. This is where we're mounting our ECU in here. We did all new brake lines, all the way from the front, all the way in the engine bay, all the way coming back here to the rear. Back here, split still off to the rear. It's kind of messy here right now, but work in progress. This is our, got our fuel lines going here. It might be kind of hard to see now, low lighting. Got our fuel lines here. I'll get some light real quick. Got fuel lines here. Going all the way back to what is it called, surge tank back there. And that's basically 2 fuel pumps and 1 unit right there. So once we need more horsepower, basically can tap into those 2 fuel pumps in the back, and we're always gonna have enough fuel. And yep, so that's the inside of the car. It's basically gonna be 2 seats and just bare minimum race car style. Yep, we converted it to rear disc brakes in the back. Got coilovers in here, all new brake lines. Pretty much everything on this car is new. We've upgraded damn near everything. Got a subframe. Yeah, it's basically, you name it, everything's new. We got fuel lines going underneath the car. Nice wing that Steven wanted to put on there. Yeah, looks like it's just a barn find right now, and it's a little ratchet, a little rough shape right now, but we got a vision for it, and it's going to be awesome when it's done. Hopefully this summer, hopefully, because we've been working on this car for, I hate to say it, but coming up on like 2 or 3 years now. We've, like I said, we both work full times, you know, girlfriends, life happens. We, you know, have periods where we don't work on it for a little bit, just stuff happens, but we're really trying to knock it out. We're on the kind of the home run right now, or on the home stretch, you could say, and the wiring all installed in there, giant exhaust. There's a wastegate dump right here. We're gonna have another one to go right here. It's dual wastegate, 1 single big turbo. And right now he's working on welding our intercooler piping. So right now it's all just tack welded on there basically. So it's all fit in there nicely. We got a radiator on there. We got a radiator tubes, hoses, everything's good there. Basically just need to do intercooler piping, welded, finish the wiring, add a couple more sensors, and then we can do our first startup. And got this nifty thing over here, which is called a dyno, and this is where we will be tuning the car. Like I said, Steven is a freaking genius, and he's really smart with tuning and just mechanical and everything. And so we're gonna throw this thing on the dyno. These things right here spin basically. If you don't know what a dyno is, it's all locked up right now, but these spin, tire spin these, and you can tune the car just sitting right here. You don't have to drive it. But yep, so that's the overview of the car. And yeah, we're really looking forward to doing some vlogs of this in the future, and doing some hood stuff with our friends, and taking it to the direct strip sometimes, just driving on the street even, but just having a good old time with this car. I think it's gonna be a blast. So yeah, look forward to a lot of content coming with this car, big old intercooler on the front there. You can see Steven doing some welding over here. He's freaking smart, I'm telling you. Yeah, so that's basically a little overview of this last hobby that I haven't shown yet, this car. So once this comes out, we're really gonna make some good content and have some fun. Taking it on the street, drag strip, all over the place. And yep, so just wanted to fill you in on that. Hopefully you guys like it, and hopefully we have some more content on that in the future. Alright, peace. The one more part of this video is a little reason why it's called Black Sheep. As you can look around. Okay, yeah, obviously the car is obviously black, but what else is around here? It's all turbo Dodge stuff. PT Cruiser, SRT4s, Dodges out there. Basically everything besides Hondas. That's the reason why this is called Black Sheep, because it's different. It's just one that stands out. It's one that's just different. Yep. Yeah, this car should be making pretty much easy 450 to 500 horsepower starting out. Yeah, we're running 85. Even on a low boost, this thing should make quite a bit of horsepower, honestly. Just how big the exhaust is, how big the turbo is. Got big injectors. Well, not huge injectors at the moment, but they're going to be big injectors at some point. Got big fuel lines, running 85. It's going to make some power for sure. And yeah, can't wait for this thing to get running. It's been, like I said, a long work in progress, but it's going to be awesome once it's finished. Now just come here, just sitting here. We got the clutch pedals all hooked up. It's all a bunch of custom work there. The clutch pedals, brake pedal, throttle. And it's just kind of messy here. It's the whole steering wheel. Yeah, the shifter's freaking awesome though, so notchy. Can't wait to shift in this thing. 5-speed. And it's also a lockout basically, so when you have this thing like this, you can't go into, it's basically for when you're shifting first, second, third. Yeah, if you go first, second, third, you can't go into fifth gear lockout. So it won't allow you to go over to fifth gear. So you can't accidentally go from second to fifth. You can just go all the way up to the right and you'll stay in third no matter what. And also fourth. You shouldn't really go in reverse, but it won't allow you to go in reverse. Then clip it down and it'll be out of the lockout. So pretty cool design. It's just interesting. It's all custom basically. We've done everything custom on this car. It's custom little bracket here for the ECU. It's called PDM, basically a something in place of a fuse box. But yeah, this thing is gonna be a lot different once we're all finished up with it. It's gonna be a huge transformation basically. And yeah, like right now it's definitely a work in progress. It's pretty rough right now, but from what it came from, it was just started out as just a shell. If you're familiar with Hondas at all, it's got the D series engine, which is like a 1.6 liter engine, and now it has a 2.4 liter engine, dual overhead cam, big turbo. Yeah, so those cars came a long ways. I'll show you all suspension and everything, but I'll show you a little more of this custom work we did here. These are all the brake lines and everything up here. All custom brake lines, steel braided brake lines. This is our shifter cable going to the firewall. These cars came a long ways, honestly. We've done so much custom work to this thing, and it's gonna be a ripper when it's done, that's for sure. Yeah, can't wait for it. But I just wanted to show you a couple more things about the car, a little meaning behind the name too, about the whole Black Sheep and everything. Stevie and I are just kind of weird too. We're just different, so we're kind of black sheeps of the society, I guess you could say. It's kind of cringy, but it's true though. But alright, I just wanted to add that little part too. Alright, please. Steven's setting up to do some welding on this charge pipe here. Stick welding. Can't look at it, you can. Welding on things for the blow-off valve. Welding on things for the intake air temperature. Basically anything that we need custom on the intake. And the charge pipes he's welding on there. So it's pretty awesome having all these resources. Steven's awesome enough, resourceful enough to be able to do this. So it all works out pretty good. Yep. The epitome of safety Steve over here. Safety squints.
Yep.
Using the freaking, call it just a mill or a drill press. Bridgeport. Technical terms. Drill out a hole for the bung for the intake air temperature. Safety first, safety squint. That good. That's pretty cool stuff. All kinds of machines around here. Getting welding all this up. These guys are not very good, but I think it's plenty sufficient. That's all welded, that welded. And let's drill in a hole for the bung. Old machines, but they still work. just like a slowly but surely going through. We'll get another video once it's done. All right, Steve. That quick penetration all the way through. That's how you do it. Use tools. We're smarter, not harder sometimes. Bam. Got that all drilled out, welded up. That piece is looking really good. Just gotta weld one more bung onto there. Just gotta do the same thing to the rest of these intercooler pipings over here. So we got one. How many more spots we got? One. This is tack welded, so we got 2, 3, 4. And just 4 more spots to weld. And we're welding a little, kind of like a little bead right here for something for these clamps to bite onto as well, so they don't pop off and boost pressure basically. So, yep, that's basically where we're at right now, and keep plugging away on it. Steven's hard at work over here. He doesn't get paid enough for this. You guys are getting paid?
Well, you're paying me.
Pay him, and what do you need? How much payment do you need for this? Gotta find something for Steven. He's working hard. He's a good worker. Yep, good times. Got the little bungholio on there, on the hole that we just drilled. There's an indicator temperature sensor, and we're gonna weld that on there all around, and it should be good, nice and hidden. Steven's all geared up, ready to tack it. We'll take the sensor out and we'll fully weld it after that. I'll get another video of the finished product. We'll have 1 more intercooler piping down, and I think I said 4 more to go, I believe it was, 4 or 5, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Better not to rush it. This is what we gotta say at this point. Yep, but be good here in a few minutes. Just my little tack. Got a little warmer than we wanted it to. It kinda melted it a little bit. So we're gonna get a new sensor there. But that's alright. That's just one more step to the process. We'll get it, we'll make it work. But yeah, it's funny that it just melted that quick. You just went to tack it and it just melted that whole little piece right there. That's okay. Like I said, we'll get it fixed. Yep, it's just a learning process. Here's the finished product. The bung all welded up there. Sensor might be a little melted, but that's okay. We'll get another sensor. But that's all welded up. Now this piece is completely 100% done and ready. Got these little beads on there, so for the clamps, so when it starts making some boost, it won't pop right off. Both sides. Yep. It's not Steven's first rodeo. He's done this a couple times before.
Yep. I do it on my neon.
Yep. Steven knows what he's doing. Yeah. Trust this guy. weld, but to anybody else looking at it, it looks good. He's just his own toughest critic. You got your wastegate on there, right, Steven?
Wastegate.
You got your wastegate.
Blow valve.
Big old wastegate right there.
Blow valve.
And blow valve back here. Just kidding. Stops it. Anyways, Steven weld this all up. A nice one piece all the way through. Real nice simple design. In and out on the same side. Cooler. Yeah, there's literally just what? How many couplers we got? Just four couplers total. This whole intercooler setup. So that's pretty nice actually. It's coming along pretty good. Probably gonna paint some of this up, Steven. What do you think? Paint this or just paint the blow valve? You said paint this.
I think we're gonna paint all the pipes. Wrinkle black like the valve cover.
Yeah, we got our theme going with black sheep. Got the wrinkle black. And don't look at that. We got the chrome. A lot of chrome, a lot of silver. That's kind of the theme on this car, so keep that going. It'll kind of blend in better too. Looking from different angles, so yep, got that all welded up. One step closer to being able to finish, and the first fire up hopefully before too long. Definitely this year, right, Steven?
Yep.
Fired up at least this year, and hopefully dyno tune it, and I'll just be happy to hear it start up. That's what I keep saying. So
yeah, that's not the goal. Try to get a dyno tune it this year.
Yep, that'd be freaking awesome. Get a dyno tuned. I just can't wait to hear what it sounds like when it starts up. It's gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah, VTEC killer.
Yep, VTEC killer's she's gonna be aggressive for sure. There's huge exhaust down there, and it's actually a dual wastegate setup. So
yeah, twin scroll.
Got a
twin scroll T4 manifold.
There you go. Steven's he's a genius on this stuff. Yep, got a pretty nice setup here. Yeah, I showed the interior, or lack of interior, but got some good goodies in there still. Nice parts.
Got the Max ECU Sport and then the Max ECU PDM 20.
Got some nice stuff going for this car. This car came from being ragdolled and ragged on with D16 and nitrous and all kinds of ghetto stuff, for lack of better terms. And so, giving this car a second chance, basically. I've added so many new parts to this. Like every part of this car is new, pretty much, and it might look a little rough shape right now. It just needs to be cleaned up, a little more TLC, knock the dust off it, you know. Get a new windshield, just little things like that, and look like a pretty nice car when we're done with it. So this will be a good before and after, but this is where we're at right now, and hopefully we get more knocked out here in the near future. All right, Steve.
Yep.
Hell yeah. All right, peace out.